Last time on Elements of a Great Adventure. Killian was informing you that you made it, and you begin to realize that Elaine is swimming towards the surface.
Hi, Elaine.
Please don't flip me over.
we won't flip you, Elaine. That's okay.
It's been a bad day.
What are you gonna do to stop us?
Elaine, only in your mind, you hear Elaine say, "I know who you really are." So as you approach, you see about 6 bodies. You get the sense that the flesh had literally been ripped off the bone. You 3 are all I really got left. He steps into the light, and you see Meat Body. We're gonna cut back to the rest of the party.
Do we hear anything from the inside of the cave?
No, it's far enough back that you guys are just having a grand old time.
Okay, what did the other guard put up to bet?
Nothing. The other guard is just sitting there. He's seeing what you guys are gonna bet.
Are you still just betting your shoes?
I mean, we anteed, so it's up to you guys to either join the game or... Me
Okay.
and... What's your name? Harold? You look like a Harold.
It's actually Simon, but
Okay,
yeah,
Peter.
you can call me Harold. It doesn't really matter.
Simon Harold.
That's fine. No one really cares enough about us to learn our names.
You know what? I care about you, Simon.
Thanks. I really care about those shoes you got there.
Stop with the... You're looking at him a little too closely.
I put one of the giant snake scales that I have on the table,
Ooh,
which I
okay.
have 4 of, but I will
Okay.
put one of them on the table and say, how about that?
I thought we were playing for shoes.
I'm not giving up my shoes. Are you kidding me? I only have 1 pair.
And the other guard, he kind of looks at the one. He looks at Simon. He kind of laughs. He's like, "Okay," and he kind of grabs this metal thing in his hand, and he takes a small part of it out and slips it in his pocket, and then he sets it on the table. Says, "This is getting interesting."
Excuse me. What are those? Because they look like metal tubes. What
Metal tubes.
what is that?
Yeah, these are weapons from where I come from.
Okay, what do they do?
You guys got bows and arrows here, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like that, but a lot faster.
So kind of like a cannon.
Yeah, like a tiny cannon that shoots a lot of cannonballs really fast.
Rael, you can carry around a cannon.
I tried to look down the barrel of one of the rifles, but I'm like, well, where does the cannonball fit?
Well, maybe we can play for information too.
Oh.
I don't think your information is worth my boot. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, the snake scale is rather rare and large.
I just thought it looked pretty, honestly.
I mean, that's fair. It is a very pretty color.
But now that I know that it's valuable,
Okay.
we know more about your friend.
What do
We
you
got
mean?
information on him.
He's our friend. He's told us everything about him.
No. I'm intrigued. Because we don't know why we're here. And we
All right.
couldn't go in the cave with him.
And he picks up the gun and he takes it off the table and he's like, I'll bet my information.
Wait, I want the gun too, though.
We'll maybe play a couple games. We'll go a little easy. Saying you guys don't really know what you're doing. I think a shoe, some information, a scale. It all seems a little fair.
Okay.
I shoot Kithri an accusatory glance and say, well, I trust Wayne.
I'm just intrigued. It's not that I don't trust Wayne.
You remember this? Wayne's never steered us wrong before.
You know
Yeah.
nothing about him.
But there's plenty of people who play the long game. You never know.
Well, that's just not true. I know everything.
Anyway, teach us to
Anyway.
play this game.
And they begin to start teaching you how to play. And let's switch back.
Scream if you
Let's
need help.
roll initiative.
Wayne, scream real loud if you need help.
20 mod.
10. So he's running at you. We'll say you guys are... What's your speed?
35.
Cool. We'll say he's like 20 feet from you charging.
Okay. How much speed do I need to get back out of the cave?
Oh.
Oh, that's a good question.
I was not expecting this. Fun. We'll say it's like... We'll say it was a little bit. Maybe like 75. Like 2 turns of combat.
Okay. So I know the island was mostly sand, but what was like the cave entrance and I guess...
Oh, well, like a hard rock. Hard rock cafe, baby.
Is this hard rock pierceable?
Pierceable?
Like with a bolt?
Probably not.
Okay.
It'll probably bounce off.
All right. Well,
But bouncing could be fun.
regardless, if I did
Crochet.
turn tail and run because I don't want to be stuck in a hole with meat body, if I did turn tail and run, if I yell, do you think anyone would hear me? Or is that like...
Wait, you have the communication stone.
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
you do have the communication stone.
You could just call us in there. Or, well, I mean, we're gonna have to make it past the guards mostly, but
You said it was 75 feet out?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna turn tail and run and start heading back up, and I'm gonna use the mind speak stones. Kithri, Rael, I need you to grab those 2 men and run to the edge of the beach right now.
Okay, we'll cut to you guys.
Yeah.
What do you do?
okay. Hey, you two. We're gonna go to the edge of the beach. Come on, quickly. I don't know what's going on, but we're probably in trouble if we don't. Come on.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. And they get up and they...
Oh.
Go ahead.
No.
I mean, if they're going to come with us willingly, then it's a moot point.
Yeah, they know what's coming. Kithri, she had to say was we're in danger or whatever you said exactly. I can't
I was about
remember.
to say,
but
I'm gonna scoop up my scale off the table, and I'm running. I gave them a warning. I'm going because I'm small and I gotta move fast.
Do either of them maybe drop or leave anything behind in their frantic...
the deck of cards
The deck of cards?
and the ruined shoe, but not the gun.
Dang.
The cards.
I'm going to grab the shoe as we take off.
Oh, this man's running one shoe on
And
the
the
beach.
and the sand is hot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are running towards the edge of the beach. Wayne, we'll cut back to you. Do you run the 35 feet in the opposite direction?
Yes, I still want to get up, so that gives me 5 more feet before I'm out. But mid-run, I would like this. I have half of an oil flask left.
Okay.
You said this is hard rock. I want to throw that oil flask and splash it onto the rock, and as I get past it, I have a tinderbox, and I want to light a match and drop it on there.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Give me just flat attack roll.
15.
We will say that works. So describe what this looks like.
All right, so, okay. In my head, for some reason, I'm imagining that these guys have been walking up and down this entrance for a while, so the rock has made steps
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
way. And I would like to think that I'm lunging up the steps as hard as I can.
Okay.
And I don't know, just whip out from my belt the flask, toss, oil lathers it very nice. It goes everywhere. It's half a flask, but this is a lot of oil still because I used it on the ball bearings earlier, if y'all remember.
Yeah.
And I guess I made sure to time my lunges to where I don't step on the slippery oil.
Okay.
And I lunge right over it and like light a match on my boot, like in a cool
Nice.
fashion to drop it in one motion.
We'll say he's right behind you, just chasing you, and it catches his whole body on fire.
Oh.
And give me 2d8s.
Oof.
The smell of burning flesh in the morning.
The smell of burning meat
7.
body.
7. Okay. You deal 7 damage to him, and he kind of just lets out a scream as his melting flesh begins to singe.
Oh, no.
And then we're going to move to his turn. And we'll just say, like, out of the back of your, kind of the corner of your eye, you see him stop. And, like, the flesh on his body begins to move around. And his body's getting smaller as his right arm gets bigger. And then he just lunges a massive, like, chunk of flesh at you. And I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving roll.
Oh, come on. 14.
14. We'll say it hits you, but it's not going to restrain you. So, let's see. What do I want this to be?
You can always call us back if you want.
Oh no. As it hits you, it deals 12 blunt damage directly to your back.
Dang.
I'm getting major Felix Colgrave vibes from this monster that you've created.
I don't know who this is.
He's a YouTube animator.
Oh, yeah.
you
Double
know-
King.
Yeah,
That sounds familiar.
yeah. Anyone listening to the podcast, if you're into like weird and wacky animations, Felix Colgrave is super
I think
awesome.
I've seen some of it. What Zeke and I kind of talked about was Clayface, but flesh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what Clayface is.
Okay. Sandman from
Sandman.
Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
It's just DC's version, but
Oh, okay.
essentially,
He came first.
yeah.
Dog.
Now the
but,
third
yeah.
iteration. Meat body.
And let's jump back to you guys, the rest of the party. How's the running going?
Is very tiring. I'm a little bit slower than everyone.
And it's in the sand, and you're
Short
heavy
legs.
with short legs,
With
which
lots of armor.
And so
Yeah.
Kithri's just, hey Wayne, are you okay? Do we need to do anything? What's going on?
Where did you said he hit me in the back?
Yeah, but it wasn't enough to like push you down or trap you. You just got it. Essentially, he hit you in the back.
But it hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Not good! I'm on my way!
Okay, okay.
I would
Don't die.
Also, with the mind speak, Rael, if you have an animal thing where you change again, you might want to become a bear.
a bear. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Bear in the sand.
I don't know that I've ever seen
that's
it. What's
true.
a
You know what?
bear?
That's-
Tactical attack bear.
What?
I'm just
What are you-
joking.
Bears are normal.
Okay, admittedly, on the sand is not something I thought about.
He could become a giant sand scorpion.
Ooh.
Well, I was just thinking bear because
Maybe.
bear slash is good. Bear slash good.
I mean, scorpions get multi-attack with their pinchers and their tail.
Okay, so
But I don't know if he gets to. I don't know if that's the right size that he can transform into.
right. Well, it's size doesn't really matter. It's more challenge rating right now.
fair.
And then there are a couple stipulations on, like, before level 4, because of his circle that he chose, he couldn't do anything swimming or flying. And then I think it's still 6 or 8, he can't do anything that's flying. But so while Jerry's looking that up, Kithri, you've now essentially heard Wayne ask Rael to prepare for battle. Let's say this happens right as you make it to the edge of the sand.
Okay. Kithri's gonna get out the warhammer and the short sword, and she's gonna turn around. And I guess how far are we from the cave now?
We'll say, we'll say you're like 100 meters.
No.
That's perfect.
20. I have 25 speed.
And
I'm so small.
you just turn around and start running back.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and start running back. And
Nice.
if Rael changes into something and can pick me up on the way, that'll be fine.
Okay, and give me a perception check.
23.
Cool. You see the two guards messing with their mini cannons. You don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something.
I'm gonna turn over my shoulder and speak to them while I'm running and say, hey, I don't know what you can do with those. I don't know how powerful they are. I just know Wayne's in trouble and we're probably in trouble. So probably whatever you gotta do, just get within range and be ready.
And you, again, you kind of see them look at the bodies in the sand, and then they kind of look back at you and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
16.
Cool. And they look at each other again and they start running forward.
Yeah. Battle cry.
And we'll switch back to Wayne.
All right.
It is your turn in combat.
Okay. I would like to make the extra 5 up to the entrance so that I can yell to them and not have to use the mind speak. So
We are still pretty
Wait,
far
so
away, though.
you were 70 feet originally.
yeah,
So you ran 35.
Half of
and
it.
then 35 again whenever I did the oil.
That was the same.
No, that was the separate one. Because the first time I ran, you went straight back to them.
Right. Sorry. When I cut back, it was the same.
Oh.
Sorry. It was like
You're only
narratively.
halfway.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. Narratively, it was like, okay, they're running. Let's cut, see what everyone else is doing. But we cut back to you on your first turn of combat, essentially.
Okay.
Oh, you've still got halfway to go.
Kind of used my oil trick.
You got some good stuff.
Okay, with the mind speak thing. Kithri, I know I told you to run away, but are you coming back? Because I need help with something.
And over the thing you hear, I'm on my way. I'm small though, so it's gonna be a minute. I'm trying. Rael might be able to get there quicker if he changes into something. What's up?
I'm gonna throw like. Hold on.
How did I make it to the edge of the beach before this man made it out of the cave? I'm so small.
How far away are they from us?
Let's
Okay.
see. I said 100 meters at the edge of the water plus 35 feet.
And I narrowed the gap between me and them by 25.
You've been looking at your book, so, we'll just essentially say that, when Kylee left, you did too.
In
Well,
whatever form.
I was going to say, if Wayne was prompting me to get ready, I would not continue running to the beach past that point. I would stop and turn back.
Well, we'd already made it to the edge, is what he was saying.
Yeah, they're fighting in the cave. Time's
What-
a little different.
We made it 100 feet
That
in the
was-
span that Wayne made it 35.
They're fighting. They're fighting down there. They're throwing hands.
They're stumbling because there's rocks and stuff. It's
gonna
hard
s-
terrain.
Here, y'all have a nice flat sand surface. We have.
Sand.
They're running up a slippery cave.
You're a slippery cave.
Whoa.
Mama's
Harsh words.
All right, this is.
That's your sister.
Uncalled for.
Objection. I'm uncomfortable.
Hearsay.
Okay, so there's a lot I want to do in this turn.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
I need to ask your opinion on this.
I guess we should talk it through before I give the okay.
I know. Well, see, that's why I'm saying this is a lot to do, so it requires probably a lot of sleight of hand.
Okay.
If I was to say it. I would like to pull out my 30 feet of rope,
Okay.
tie it around my short sword, and then shoot my short sword out of the cave entrance so it would land out far. And eventually, once I'm to a certain point, I can grab the rope, and Kithri can grab the rope and
can
start pulling me
Pull
up.
you out. Okay, sure. Yeah, but you're gonna give me a sleight of hand check. Are you stopping, or are you going to like keep running as you're doing this?
Keep running.
Okay.
Well, my plan. Okay, I didn't say this. My plan was do the rest of my speed.
Okay.
And then, like mid-run, I shoot. Or,
the rest of your speed will get you to the end of the cave.
He'll get you to the cave entrance.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, then I don't want to make it like super complicated, but that's kind of what I want to do. Is okay. So I guess.
You're gonna get there before we can get there.
I think I still want to do it.
Okay.
I still want to do it because I want to make as much distance from meat body as possible.
Okay.
So, yeah, the entire run up, I will be trying to fidget and get this all going with sleight of hand checks or however, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And once I get to the top, shoot out so that I can get pulled.
Okay.
Even if I'm dragged in the sand, I need to get as far away from him as possible.
Okay.
But we're not. Okay. We're not over there yet, though. It's the problem.
Well, that's
but
why
he'll
I'm
shoot
shooting
it towards you.
oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's 30 feet of rope, but if I'm running and you're running, I may not get to the rope until next turn, but you could get at least to the short swords piercing the sand and pull the rope.
Okay.
That's just the
I'll
thought.
try.
And okay, yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
I'm going to use inspiration
Okay.
and roll again. Hallelujah!
What you get?
Nat 20 plus 4.
Nice. Okay, so as you're running, you're starting to pant a little. You make it to the very top of the cave entrance, and you fire, and it lands perfectly just a little less than 30 feet in front of you. Like exactly where you want it.
Okay.
And anything else before your turn ends?
Large, big gulp. Because now I have to wait. Or, well, not wait, but you know.
And then Meat Body runs up and attempts to just tackle you.
Murder.
Does a 10 hit your AC?
No.
Okay, and he jumps to tackle you, and you kind of dodge, and he lands in front of you, now separating you and the group.
But is he facing us or him?
He's facing Wayne.
Does he know that we're approaching?
I don't think so.
Sand is kind of quiet.
Yeah, I think he's a little too hungry, a little too in the moment. So,
Okay.
But Kylee, Kithri and Rael, you are now seeing this amalgamation of flesh for the first time. What are your thoughts? I won't describe it again because I already have, but you know what you're looking at.
Kithri's already a little winded and feeling nauseous a little already. So she is like holding back vomit currently because of one, we're getting close enough to where you can kind of smell it on the wind from the burned. And two, it's just disgusting looking.
Yeah,
But
Rael.
Upon seeing this fleshy mass come out of the cave and smelling it on the wind, like
Yeah.
Kylee said, or you said, whoever said that,
Yeah.
a memory flashes behind
Ooh.
Rael's eyes, just like an associative memory, not like he's seen it before. And he like gets an idea and tries not to hurl as he like crouches down onto the ground, like if you would crouch over a grenade is the position that he's in.
Okay, and did you end up transforming into a creature, or this is Rael?
So on that note, after he crouches down, you hear kind of these sickly, crunching, ripping, fleshy noises, and Rael transforms into what is called a death dog,
Oh,
which I
okay.
would argue he has seen before because it lives in the Underdark.
Yep,
And
they
would
do.
probably be domesticated to hold on to prisoners for the
Gotcha. And what's its challenge rating?
1.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So, and it's a 2-headed, it kind of looks like a hyena wolf hybrid.
Okay.
Reddish fur, and it has a propensity for flesh.
Oh no.
Turn the tables. Who's getting eaten today?
Wow, okay. Cool. And I'm assuming you're holding that position, or do you start running after you transform?
I'm gonna say that the nature of the death dog kind of overcomes Rael's like conscious mind, and he just starts running straight for
Cool.
the monster. 40
Great.
feet.
And the monster kind of stands up, and there's just like a big puddle of blood where it was laying. And let's roll initiative, everybody else.
14.
14, okay.
7.
Gotcha. And what was your original?
20 mod.
Kithri is
20,
trying
okay.
not to vomit real hard.
Okay. Kithri, you're next in the order.
Oh, okay. Kithri is gonna pull out hand axes now because
Okay.
she sees this is imminent threat, and she is going to chuck 2 of them.
Gotcha.
So I'll just roll 2.
And I put you all in the order where you need to be, but we're continuing where we were.
Okay.
So you're Rael, you'll be a little later.
Okay.
Okay, one of those definitely does not hit. So one of them's a 9,
Okay.
and the other one is a 23.
Cool. The 23 will hit.
All right. And that's 1 damage.
Great. You toss it, and it hits it hits this hump of flesh, but it kind of just is absorbed into it.
No, I lost
As
my.
Not again.
I'm down to 2.
As it hits. But I don't know. You might have a chance to get it back.
Man, hand axes have not been working out lately.
Okay, and then we're gonna move to the 2 guards, and they yell, "Cover your ears!"
Okay.
And then I guess Rael really can't.
Pays no heed.
And they
Kitri's gonna
both
do it.
just light up their old boss
Get him.
with their machine guns. Okay.
Machine guns. I thought they were shotguns.
And they will both hit.
Rifles. Huh.
And you, Wayne, you recognize these sounds, but Rael, Kithri, you just hear a massive bang that just keeps repeating over and over again.
These cannons are too loud.
And they deal a total of 7 damage.
Yo. Grazed him.
and then it stops, and you kind of just see smoke coming out of the end of their mini cannons, and they turn and run the other direction.
They turn and run the other direction?
Are they out of shots? Is that what's happening?
Maybe.
Where y'all going?
Roll perception to hear if you heard the clicks.
Click, boom.
And they yell back, "That's all we got, boss."
Gosh. Hard to find good help nowadays.
And Wayne, you just saw this happen. Kithri threw her axe, and then they just lit this guy up, and he's still looking. Well, I mean, he's looking real bad, but not much
Yeah.
worse than
What
he
is
was.
bloodied?
Yeah. What is bloodied to a bloodied
Lump of flesh.
lump of flesh? Yeah. But Wayne, it's you're back, top of the order.
I'm going to yell this so that everyone can hear, including the guards. We have to shred him. And realizing that I just shot out my short sword, I'm like, well,
Wait, is it possible that my hand axe made it far enough for Wayne to have gotten that.
Oh, the other one?
Yeah, the one that did not.
We can say that.
I don't
the one
know
that missed
how helpful that's going to be, but there's a hand axe.
landed near Wayne, if you want it.
Yes, I do.
And I can give you the stats and stuff on that if you want it.
Well, we'll just hold on to it for the meantime, but I will swing with it. I would like to pull out my rapier, though, with my left hand.
Okay.
I do not have a rapier. Sorry, I meant... Oh, crap. I thought I had a rapier. That kind of ruins the whole thing.
You do have 2 mighty maces.
That's true. So, you know
With
what?
the mace.
Yeah. Soul mace, mace of terror.
Just
Dual wielding.
Yeah, I'll leave the mace for a moment. But, yeah, I'm going to bonk.
Just gonna bring both sides onto it.
Bonk
Okay.
his ears.
I'm going to try to do a scissor thing. Like, scissor.
Nice. Yeah.
Right on.
And give me one.
I could do 2 D20s.
Give me 2 attack rolls.
Okay.
I was thinking, saying you're just kind of swinging in. It's kind of hard for one to miss and the other not.
Right.
But
I don't care which one because they're both melee. So
Okay.
20 mod on the first one
okay,
and 15 mod on the second.
Nice.
perfect. Both will hit.
Nice, nice.
Now I got to roll for damage. All right. They are both 1d6. Perfect.
Nice.
Oh. That's not right. That's a 4. I was like, that's not. There's no 7 on a d6.
7.
All right, 9 damage.
Okay, and before I describe this, I gotta know: do you pull both maces out, or do you pull the Mace of Terror out and summon your soul mace?
Summon, of course. I mean, pull. I mean, I like to think my
him.
Mace of Terror is sitting on my belt loop, just like ready to go, and
Yeah.
then
Your soul mace is like back in your apartment or whatever.
But yeah, I like the scissor idea and bring them together like that.
Yeah.
Maybe since it didn't do great, it didn't like maybe pierce all the way through, but I like this.
Yeah, so as you swing both maces in at Meat Body, they both kind of just slam into his arms as he's distracted by this axe and the bullets, and just huge chunks of flesh are just ripped off of his body by the maces.
You're missing the cinematic reenaction of the Lion King
It's
right
happening
behind
right
you.
now.
Oh my gosh.
They are just both. Yeah. Azula said, I'm done. I'm done.
And Rael, I will say that, you had time to kind of move as, Wayne was making his way back up. So I'll say you and your wolf, what did you call a death dog?
Yeah.
I'll say you're, maybe like 30 feet away now. So you're in attack range.
Okay.
And you're up.
Okay, so I'm just closing the distance, hurtling toward Meat Body. Is that his name?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
We'll say his real name was Jeffrey.
Okay.
Jeffrey Meatbody.
I guess Meat Body's not,
It's
Anyways,
a grotesque nickname.
I'll just run directly at him and try to tackle him and take a couple chunks out of his flesh with my 2 heads.
All right, give me an attack
Ooh,
roll.
double.
Okay, I'm using the multi.
And I'll give you advantage because that's literally what this creature is meant to do.
I'm using the multi attack, so it makes 2 bite attacks.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage. That was a nat 1.
All right.
Okay, so the first one is a 12.
Okay.
And the second one is a mod 20.
Cool. The second one will hit.
Okay. So it does 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage.
Okay.
That's 5. And then Meat Body needs to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Nat 1, baby.
Okay, so it is poisoned until the disease is cured, and death dog saliva carries a foul disease that causes a victim's flesh to slowly rot off the bone.
Oh man, that would be really cool if it wasn't already happening.
Does it speed up the process, though?
But you do notice, actually, as you're biting, that there is no bone.
Oh.
It's all just flesh.
Just flesh.
He's just a gelatinous
and
mass
you're
of
getting
flesh.
different flavors. Maybe you get the feeling that it's not just one person's flesh.
Yeah. So it is now poisoned also.
Cool. And what is that? Do you remember?
It does damage at the start of every turn, doesn't it?
I don't have the poison stuff right here.
I don't either. We'll say at the beginning of its turn it takes a 1d6. That
Okay.
sound good to everybody?
Okay.
Which it's its turn. And it'll take 4 damage. And its head literally spins. Its body doesn't spin. Its whole head spins around to look at you, Rael. And it takes both of its arms and it lifts you in the air and it attempts to slam you down. Does an 18 hit?
Hold on just a second. The rules text for poisoned, which you're the DM, it's your decision. But it says poisoned creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I literally have poisoned here. I think seeing I've already done it, I'm gonna keep the damage instead.
Okay.
But
Yeah, an 18 hits.
cool.
Ouch.
And he lifts you high into the air and slams you on the ground for 10 damage.
Oof.
And Kylee, it's your turn.
Am I close enough now?
Yeah.
Like I'm within swinging distance if I got my warhammer going?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do where is it? 2-weapon fighting. Yeah, we're gonna do 2-weapon fighting. Warhammer and short sword. I'm gonna swing them both at him.
Nice. Okay.
I got mod 20 on both.
Nice. All right.
15 on both of them.
Let's go.
Okay. And then let me see. So it's gonna be and my second one I said it would be short sword. So short sword gets plus ability mod, which is strength. So I'll get a +3 to the short sword attack.
Okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be 9 from the short sword and 3 from the warhammer.
And
So that'll be 12.
cool. We'll say the Warhammer, we'll say it hits first. And again, same thing with the maces. You just literally hit chunks of flesh off of this creature. And then you go in for a slash and you slice like right through the middle and create like a whole hole in its body. And Wayne, back to top of the order. Oh yeah, the other guys are still running the opposite direction.
That's okay.
Well, with both axes in hand, I will relinquish the soul mace. I said both axes. I will relinquish my soul mace, keeping the Mace of Terror out.
Okay.
Am I still good to grab her axe?
Yeah.
All right. I want to, okay, once again, pretty boringly, swing right with the Mace of Terror, but swing down with the
Okay.
axe. Swing down with the axe to try to complete the cut that Kithri made.
Oh, sick. Okay, yeah.
Because,
Okay.
yeah.
So for this weapon, are you proficient in simple/martial weapons?
Yes.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is an attack roll plus your strength plus your proficiency
Okay.
for hit.
Okay. All right. So that's what I'm going to do. So this one's for the axe. It's 14. And now with the mace,
Oh.
that was disappointing. It was almost a 20.
Close, but not quite.
16.
Okay, both will hit.
All right. What is the damage die?
Hand axe is 1d6 slashing.
Oh, perfect. They're both 1d6 again. Oh, 9.
For both? Or total?
Total.
Total. Great.
So the last one was 6. That's why I went 0.
Yeah, so again, you hit it. Another just huge chunk of flesh flies off with the mace, and then you bring the hand axe right down on his skull and split him completely in half.
Yes.
And then
Let's go.
he just kind of lays there, the two halves, motionless. And then a little tiny chunk from both ends or both parts start like sliding towards each other, and they come together to form a tiny baby-like creature.
How big is it?
We'll say like average human baby size. So massive halfling baby.
Someone could step on him.
And
Just drop your mace on him.
He kind of looks up at you, Wayne, and he's like, Jamie Grimes, I always knew it'd be you to do me in, huh?
I feel no remorse for monsters.
And then he goes silent.
Do I find my hand axe in there somewhere?
Oh yeah, there's just like a hand axe kind of in a chunk of the flesh.
I guess is he toast or is he just like
Toast.
This man's toasted.
Goner.
Roasted.
I'll
But-
take it this time, but I
No.
don't feel bad about it.
I was gonna say, you didn't kill him. He was already dying.
Ooh, you could
yeah.
even view this as a mercy kill that you took him out of the horrible existence he was in.
I
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
And also, he was a monster.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah, 100%.
can I have my hand axe back?
Yeah. I'll do the soul mace and just like push it around so it falls out.
But no, I really don't think that. At the end of the day, I don't think it was you guys who killed him.
Okay.
So I wasn't gonna make you roll.
He was
But-
dying already.
Hey everybody, it's your DM, MotherGoose. I'm so sorry for interrupting the episode. I just have a couple quick things I want to shout out, and then I'll let you get back to it. First, I want to shout out our Twitter. It's Elements of a Great Adventure, or the actual @ is elements_great. If you have any like character name ideas or item ideas that you'd like to see potentially show up in a future episode, you can tweet us there. We would love for you guys to have an actual hand in creating this story. Then I want to shout out Raul Alvarez for the use of our theme song and Shabaru for the amazing cover art they did for us. If you want to hire either of these people to get some work done, there will be links to both their Fiverr pages in the episode description. Anyway, that is all for today. I will let you get back to the episode, but thank you so much for listening to the Elements of a Great Adventure podcast. This was... Oh yeah, Rael, what horrible thing are you gonna do?
Oh no.
Well, I'm still the death dog,
Yep,
and
he's gonna eat it.
the flesh impulses are strong, so I'm gonna do the good old, fetus deletus and munch on the baby.
Okay. And you begin to eat the baby, and then you see the guys, they've made it almost to the end of the beach, and they turn around, you see them kind of sigh, and they start running back. Simon runs up and he's like, why is this so long?
I know. Relatable.
Grease, listen, you probably need to go back in. I think there's something you want to see.
Yeah, I think we got all the stink out.
Hold up. Grease?
There's. I haven't been entirely honest with you guys.
I knew it. Points at Rael. I knew it. I knew it.
Are you
I
guys
told
gonna kill us?
You.
No.
Not if you don't give us a reason to. bud.
No. We're not gonna kill these guys. But did you hear what Meatbody said just a moment ago? What did he call me?
Oh, they were all the way at the end of the beach.
He called
So-
you Grimes for some reason. You have a lot of names, apparently.
Kithri, you were not supposed to say that out loud.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to say out loud or not.
No. Grimes? The whole time?
I have no idea what's going on.
I
so.
would not have called that in 100 years.
We're going to have a very civil discussion later, gentlemen.
Okay, it doesn't matter. We're trapped here anyway.
That is fair.
Okay,
Let's go back into the cavern.
I'm gonna stay.
Are we allowed to go
I'm gonna
with you
stay
this
here.
time?
Yeah, you're allowed to go with me.
Wayne?
You can ask them.
Whatever
I
your name
pleaded with
is.
them to let you come with me because I saw the bodies. I knew it was happening. I didn't know what kind of shape he was in. Admittedly, we would have been in a hole, so it probably was better that y'all were
Fair.
out here.
I did have to run across a very long beach twice for you today.
3 times.
Fair enough. He's had a worse day than me.
In the middle of this, I'm gonna yank on the rope and catch the sword as it flies back.
Sick.
So that I have my stuff
Flies
back.
back
Give me an
through the
acrobatics
gross
roll.
meat body and juices land
Give
all
me an
over
acrobatics roll. With advantage. I'll give you advantage.
Oh, I don't
on
need
it.
advantage.
Oh, okay.
Nat 20.
Okay,
you.
sick.
Nice.
All right, yeah. So,
Yeah, you catch
He's
it
a
in
cool
your
guy
hand
from
perfectly.
the action movie.
all right, let's go find out what he was hiding down there.
And as you walk through the cave, you don't see much. Rael.
Rael is not lucid at this point. He is chowing down
eating
on some
the body.
flesh.
Rael is chowing on all of the flesh. You do see one of the henchmen absolutely vomit, just hurl all over a small chunk of it. If you eat it, that's up to you, but
Like I said, Rael's not really in control right now.
cool.
That
We'll let
makes
the
me
mud
worried.
clean up.
Wayne and Kithri are walking through the cave, and you really don't see much. There are some lit torches lighting things up. You make it to the end. You see just kind of piles of rotting flesh, but you see Kithri. Just you can tell it's some sort of a bag, but again, it's nothing you've ever seen before. And Wayne, you see a duffel bag with a big G on it.
Big G.
Now, how did he get a hold of this?
And then you have a flashback to when you first arrived, and you remember that you were butt naked in the woods somewhere. Your first memory was just you butt naked in the woods.
A core memory.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm imagining it, and it's like, it's funny.
Oh, yeah. No, let's say this. You wake up, you naked in the woods, and all that's there is the map.
Am I role playing that, or is you just tell me I remember?
You remember that.
Yeah.
Well, what do? There's this bag in front of you.
Kithri, you asked who I was.
Uh-huh.
This is who I am.
What's in the bag?
You describe it. How this is your moment.
Love bags.
Admittedly, I like the clothes I'm wearing now because they look a lot cooler, but spandex.
You got what color's the spandex?
It's all black.
I see.
And on the front there, on the chest bit, you see the like shiny G. But it's only shine in certain light. Yeah, it's cool because at night you can't really see it, but whenever the light shines, it's like whoa. It's supposed to scare people. There used to be a cape, but I don't see it in there.
Why would a G scare people?
Well, no, not that. Actually, that's a good point.
Takes a G to know a G, dog.
Anyways, I'm ruffling back through the bag. Batons, don't need those. Those are useless.
Yeah.
What?
We'll just say whatever was your typical gear is in the bag.
Yeah.
So you got free reign to tell me what's in there, what you keep, what you don't.
All right. Hold on. I'm making this into a joke. Inside, I have a steel reinforced fishing rod, Kevlar backpack, 2,000 ball bearings.
Whoa.
40 foot of nylon rope, and playing cards.
Okay.
But they're dirty, bloody playing cards.
Dirty bloody.
And your suit.
Buddy,
Your
playing cards.
And your suit.
your G suit that's supposed to scare people. Does it have like a fright curse on it, or I seriously don't understand how this scares people.
All right, you know how wait, hold on. You know how I'm not from around here, and I've been like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, you've been pretty confused.
Yeah, I'm literally not from this plane of existence. I don't know where we are. I don't know where I am. I come from a different place where other fantastical things happen, that magic is not so prevalent in the world.
You're not a demon or anything, right?
No, I am but a man. I'll be honest.
Okay, so there are people where you live.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Are you a wizard?
No.
Then how'd you cross planes?
There was this big fight, and that meat body guy that kind of just died in front of us. He was part of the big fight. I could go into detail with this more, but I'm sure Rael would be curious too.
Fair enough.
Then again, he is in like that weird two-headed.
Well, yeah, we'll get into the specifics later. Who are you? You're not Wayne.
All right. Look, whenever I got transported to this world, once I figured out that this was not where I belong, I figured I would try to start anew, but also maybe keep my profile down low, just in case this is somewhere I belong and it's just a imagining of sorceress thing. There was magic where I came from, but not so common. But whenever I got here, I went by Wayne because it was from some stupid childhood story, and as you might have heard, my quote-unquote real name is Mr. Grease. But my name is Jamie Grimes. But you can still call me Wayne. I mean, really, you can call me any of it. Maybe not Jamie Grimes in front of those two. I'm really hoping they'll forget you said that. Because if we ever get back, I don't want them to know.
Well, should have told me sooner.
Otherwise, I've been completely straight with you. I mean, yeah. We'll get into the whole big fight thing later when Rael is not eating
Corpses.
my old enemy.
Yes. That's fair. Okay,
Anyways,
is this bag all you need from this horrible stench rotting cave? Or is there something else we need to look for?
I think there was a nickel in here. That's pretty cool. That's my currency.
A nickel?
Yeah, you know, back where I'm from,
Nickel?
people.
Nickel is a metal,
Oh,
so we
hold
could
on, hold on.
feasibly have that here.
I know it's confusing. People say that crap all the time. Listen, from where I come from, we used to say, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that. But look, this nickel means nothing. It was just a fun little bit. Let's go up and get Rael to change back so that he can be conscious, I think.
And the two of you walk back up the cave. You see the light kind of form as you walk through, and
Can I interject real quick?
yeah.
I feel like there should be in the meantime scene, maybe. Because another tenet of the Death Dog is that hate burns in its heart, and a taste for humanoid flesh drives it to attack travelers and explorers.
No. No. I'm gonna.
Can it swim very well, though? Because if they try to swim, they might be okay.
I don't know.
Oh, that's rough.
You can play this how you want it as the DM, but I feel like in staying true to the spirit of what I have turned into, Rael would quickly turn his attention to the two.
Yes. Here's what I'll say. To combat that, you're just really into that flesh.
There's a lot of it.
You're really enjoying it. There's a lot. Multiple people's worth of flesh for you to just gnaw on.
Okay.
And there's no way. They were only in the cave for a few minutes. There's no way you would have eaten it all.
I also want to interject that Kithri will definitely say, "Oh yeah, sure, the nickel means nothing," but she's gonna look for it on the way out.
Give me a investigation check.
14.
Yeah, you find it.
I'm just gonna pick it up and just
Heads up.
put it in my pocket and keep walking.
And you walk out to the site of you see the two henchmen just kind of, like, one's hunched over, still kind of heaving, and the other one's just patting his back softly. Rael is just gnawing away at this meat. We'll say he's made it to the part that has a little throw up on it. And in the distance, you see the French poverty flying towards you.
The French poverty.